not the result you guys would have wanted, but what was it like to, I guess, see the girls get their first experience in here?
Yeah, like lots of fun. And that's what I said in the change rooms afterwards, just the crowd even towards the end when we were down, you could just feel them lifting the energy and lifting the girls like with their effort. And I still think we've got the best fans in the league now. We've got one of the best arenas like in the league to play in, and now we just got to put it together and give the fans a win.
What did you like about what they did? Did you see some improvements from last week?
I did, definitely. Like there's small increments that we got to make, but obviously, as you said, it's not the result that we want. But we've got to just continue. Our mantra is we've got to continue to get better at the basics, the basic things that we need to be able to do well every game, to be able to be competitive and win games. And it's a learning process for all of us. But as I said, we've got to learn really quickly because this is a good league.
Charli got a really good taste of, I guess, the game this week. What have you learned from last week to take into this week?
It's just, having a short memory. I feel like games like last week, you got to be able to put that behind us and continue to go forward because it's not a long season. You have 19 regular season games and you got to be able to adapt quickly. And so I felt like today we definitely made some strides compared to last week, and it was a better game for us. Even despite the loss, I feel like we made progress.
We were talking to Goriss this week about it probably couldn't have been a tougher initiation for you in terms of the players you had to play the first two games, but how did you find that matchup against someone like Collier?
Oh man, it's an honor. You're playing against legends and people that have been in the league for a while, and I just take it as motivation. These girls obviously paved the way for this league, and so it's great playing against George last week and Tolo today, so I enjoyed it. It was a great matchup and great post players for sure.
Does it feel like you're getting a feel for it now?
Yeah, I feel like I'm getting my feet wet and going forward, this is what I'm looking forward to.
Nice to see her.
She stayed on the court tonight, so that was like a win.
Didn't foul out today, so.
Didn't foul out, so that was a win. We got more than 14 minutes, 14 minutes out of you, so that was a win. So, but I think Charli's just transformation from week 1 to week 2, understanding the league, the physicality, how it was refereeing. That's what I said to her just now. It was like a great bounce back game against one of the best defensive centers in the league that we know, like Tolo, and she comes and has 17 and 11. I'm just proud of her bounce back and what she's been able to do and gives to us both in practice and on the floor.
Good thing that you guys are back here. They get to, I guess, ride that wave of what that felt like to get back here next week.
Definitely. We need another big crowd in for Thursday night, and obviously we just got to try and short turnaround to Thursday night and play. But I think that we're slowly building in the right direction of where we need to be.
Charli, over 4,000 out there in the crowd tonight. How did it feel to play in front of that?
I played against with a lot of teams, but I would say the Capitals fans, we were down 20 and they're still screaming and yelling. That says a lot. That's loyalty, and I appreciate them. I'm looking forward to it. It was great for me to have this first game here and intro to Canberra, and everyone's so welcoming and the fans are great. So it was awesome. I felt great out there with them. Felt the support. Yeah.
Coach, was it also a concerted effort to get it felt like we were feeding Charli the ball a little bit more in the first quarter. Was that something that you worked on all week?
Yeah, definitely. We've made a point of it,
yes.
A point of emphasis a lot, myself included, but the team. And she's one that will shy away from making herself want the ball. And as far as she'll go, okay, play around me, I'm okay, I'm happy to pass it. And I'm kind of trying to change her mindset that we need her to be a presence, we need her to be a scorer, and that's just shows you her attitude to this thing, that she wants to be the best teammate that she can. But to answer your question, yes, a lot of emphasis this week and get a ball because we know what she can do from her own standpoint, but how she can help our team, and you show glimpses of that tonight.
Obviously, Coach, it's 2 games in, and we talked about in the off season about this being a young group with a lot of first timers coming into the league. Do you think that the slow starts are a bit of a product of that youth the team has?
Yeah. When you've got half the team who are WNBL debutantes, taking Charli and Horvat, out of that, we've got 5 young kids playing the WNBL for their first time, and as I've said, they don't know what they don't know, So they're very quickly having to learn the physicality, like the pace, how fast the game is, and you just see that they're making young player like errors, like out there, and in the moment, you're taking a big shot with a huge crowd, that shot matters, or you're bringing down the ball against Kelly Wilson, and you're not going to protect it, she's going to like take it from you. So we've got to be quick learners, but it's also a byproduct of who we are, and we've got to take some of those teething problems, but I still think there's a level of where we need to compete a little bit harder.
And Coach, what was it like today coaching against Toto?
Like literally during the game, I forgot all about it. We spoke earlier before shoot around like this morning, but haven't spoken to her since, and I was just worried about like the win. That's all I was like concerned about. So there wasn't too much like banter going back and forth. There was not too much reflection during the game. It was more so about what we needed to do within the game.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.